changed. Now, which was the first report case of public interest litigation, PIL, seeking relief for the under trial prisoners in the jails? So the option is Husainaira Khatun versus State of Bihar, 1979. This you can remember. This is also very important regarding the PIL, public interest litigation. So there is nothing much. If you know only if you have read PIL, then only you could have answered this option. So there's no pick from or choose the odd one out. Now, assertion and reasoning, this is also very important. So first, what is assertion? Power of judicial review is considered as a part of basic structure of the constitution. For this, to answer, you have to know what are the features of basic structure. So please, again, you have to go through the lectures. And Supreme Court is endowed with the power of judicial review to ensure judicial independence and protection of rights. So both the statements are correct, and it's a correct explanation. And also go through the basic structure features. And the power, next assertion and reasoning question. Powers within the supervisory jurisdiction of high courts are both administrative and judiciary in nature. And Article 227(1) gives high courts powers of superintendence over all the courts and tribunals within their territorial and constitutional jurisdiction. This you have gone through the judiciary chapter, then it would have been the correct answer. So the both explanation and the reasons are correct. Now, which constitutional amendment ended the parts A, B, and C categories of the state and implemented state reorganization scheme? So this state reorganization scheme is very important. Also understand through the categories A and B and C, what all states were formed, which year they were formed. So there could be a question of asking you to arrange them in a chronological order of which state has been formed first, which has been latest development. So you have to go through the state reorganization scheme and what are the states that have been divided and on what basis they have been divided. So here the option is D, 7th Amendment Act 1956. And also let us understand what is 4th Amendment Act. This is acquisition of estates and compensation. So this is not that important, but if you remember this single digit amendments, it could be easily useful for eliminating the options. And 5th Amendment is empowers president to set time limit for the states to say opinion on any bill or any provisions. And 6th Amendment deals with interstate taxes. Now which constitutional amendment abolished the privy purses and privileges of former rulers of princely states? See, there are two questions on state reorganization, and state reorganization or the making of the constitution was also specially the favorite, because now that the India Council Act, Government of India Act have been asked very frequently in every competitive exams. Now I think the examiner has moved to the princely states, the reorganization acts, and the privy purses, all such acts. So if it's good, it's well and good if you go through them. So here the option is C, which is 26th Amendment Act 1971. So this is like if you have known and read the provisions related to the princely states or the amendments related to the princely state, then only you could have answered it. Then which powers and responsibilities are not endowed by constitution to the panchayat? So this is 73rd and 74th Local Governance Amendment Act. So preparation of plans for economic development, yes. Implementation of schemes for socio-economic development and social justice, yes. Agriculture, including agricultural extension, yes. Regulation of slaughterhouses, homes, and tanneries. So if you have seriously gone through the provisions of this constitution provisions for panchayat, then you could have easily ruled out. So the option is D. Now again an assertion and reasoning question. So first one is, assertion is ministers shall hold office during the pleasure of president. True. Council of Ministers shall be collectively responsible to House of People. So here this is also true, but not the correct explanation, because ministers and the Council of Ministers, so they both they are not under the provisions to be true for the correct explanation. So ministers hold the office during the pleasure of president, and Council of Ministers shall collectively responsible to the houses. So this is not something that is interrelated. So council of ministers are both collectively and individually responsible to the House of the People. So here this is little tricky. So you should have known or considered the better options. Now the which of the following is incorrect about money bill? So this also very important. So bill deals with all or any provisions under Article 110, and money bill has to be certified by the Speaker of the House. Money bill has to be introduced in the House of People first. Both the houses of parliament enjoy equal powers with respect to money bill. So which is incorrect? Choose the odd one out. So option is D. So money bill only power rests with the lower house of the parliament. The rest all three options are true. So who explains party systems in India in terms of democratization and decay? So this is also very famous. This is by James Manner. So you can read the separate articles on democratization and decay of party systems by James Manner. So this is also very interesting. This you could have answered only if I've read any theoretical articles on party systems. And which of the following statements is or are true? Some nation lack states, some states lack national identity, some states occupy more than one state, some states contain more than one nation. So which of the options are correct? True. So all the ABCD, even if you have considered like going by the common sense, you would have answered it to be all the options.